Hello everyone, I'm Ben, welcome back to TechBlock. Today we're going to be doing the RGB PC build. Finally, it's happening. So here we have the Max Chroma PC case with a tempered glass side panel. We're going to be talking about this a little bit more once we actually build in it. And then here we have the Max 1050 watt RGB power supply. Thank you very much, Max, for sending out the PC case, the power supply, and free RGB fans that are sitting right there as well. All their links are in the description down below, as well as all these components here as well. So we're going to be building the PC today. But before we actually build inside of this PC case, we do actually need to disassemble and salvage a lot of the PC parts from my old PC case that is sitting right there. So let's go ahead and do that now. Take everything apart, take all the components out and put them inside of the new PC case. Hopefully this PC build is going to look freaking awesome by the time we're done. And I've also got like this little TechBlock sticker. I might be putting it on the PC case. What do you guys think? I'll try to find a spot for the TechBlock sticker. Maybe we'll put it right here on the top, or maybe we'll put it like on the tempered glass side panel. I don't know, I'll find out really. Alright, so I'm gonna move the power supply and the fans, the case, everything needs to be moved so we can actually disassemble the PC and put it back together inside of a new PC case, new fans, new power supply. So I'm going to shut the PC down. I'm going to probably be building in this PC case for the next hour or two, as you know, disassembling everything, putting it back together. May take a little bit of time, but yeah, the PC's off. I think I've unplugged everything. I hope I have. Oh my god, why are you so heavy? Right, here we have the PC. Let's turn it around for all of you so you can see what's actually going on in here. Alright, so let's go ahead and cover all the specs of this PC and stuff. So I've got a GTX 970 for the Win Edition from EVGA, a Corsair H100i V2 all-in-one liquid cooler, cooling my i7 4070 CPU. I've got 3 SSDs in here, 1TB of SSD storage in total. I've got 2 1TB hard drives in there, a few very nice Corsair fans as well. But apart from that, there's not really too much else to talk about. I've got a Gigabyte Z97X gaming motherboard in there, 16 GB of RAM, overclocked to 2133 MHz, DDR3 unfortunately. This potato PC is still rocking DDR3. But I'm hoping to actually upgrade the rest of the components, like, you know, the graphics card, the CPU, the RAM, hopefully in the next couple months. Hopefully maybe a company can sponsor that video, as upgrading the PC parts myself would be freaking expensive, dude. So maybe someone wants to sponsor some PC parts. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, apart from that, let's go ahead and actually do the PC build. Take all of this apart. So let's rip off the front panel. There we go. Here we have the lovely dust filter filled with dust, doing its job well. I will need to take out my all-in-one liquid cooler from Corsair that's on top of the PC case here. It's in its own little, I guess, compartment up here. So we'll take all this out in a second. And then at the back of the PC case, we have this little button that when we press it, the side panel will like eject. And we can take a look at my beautiful cable management. Ooh, I mean, it's not too bad. Like up here, you know, it's nicely cable managed. It doesn't look too bad. But then, because the power supply I'm using is not a modular power supply, when you look down here, Jesus Christ, there are so many cables. It is a nightmare in there. Yeah, there's a lot of cables down there. We've got the side panel off now, tempered glass. This one's so much heavier and so much thicker than the tempered glass side panel that comes with the Max case. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look inside. We've got 2 Samsung SSDs here. Very, very nice SSDs, by far like my favorite SSD brand, Samsung. You make good stuff. But eventually I would like to actually get like an M.2 drive. That would be fantastic. But yeah, apart from that, I've got some lovely sleeved cables here from Shack Mods. I think they're like a UK company. I'm not sure if they sell these cables elsewhere, but I'll leave links in the description in case they do sell these worldwide. And at the back of my PC here, I've got a 4-port USB hub, in case anyone was going to be wondering what the hell that is. So I've got 4 extra USB ports here, and taking a look at the back of the motherboard here, some audio ports, 2 USB 3.0, 4 USB 2.0, 2 USB 3.0 again. I've got my Ethernet port there, HDMI, DVI, VGA, as well as some PS2 ports up there as well. Alright, but apart from all that, let's take everything out of the PC case. So let's disconnect all these power connectors for the graphics card and stuff. There you go. I've not disconnected anything for so long. This is so weird. Right, I think I will need a screwdriver kit to actually unscrew everything. I've got my 54-bit iFixit screwdriver kit here as well. Fantastic bit of kit, very, very useful when building or disassembling PCs and stuff. So I've got a little iFixit screwdriver here as well. Alright, so the graphics card is finally out. Here it is in its beautiful glory. The EVGA GTX 970 for the Win Edition. As you can see in the corner of the graphics card there, it says FTW for the win. Very nice card. I've got an iFixit magnetic mat here as well, so I can put all the screws and kind of like sort them all out in these little sections here. Alright, so right here, I've got some sleeved front panel connectors for like your hard drive LED, your power switch. There's just a few extension cables, all sleeved and stuff, so it kind of makes the cables look a little bit nicer. And then right here I have an internal like USB hub from NZXT. I think this was like £20 on Amazon. Very, very useful, as I think I ran out of like USB 2.0 ports on my motherboard. So I bought this internal USB hub from NZXT. Fantastic bit of kit. There's 2 USB ports here as well, like 2 normal USB ports and then a bunch of USB 2.0 headers for all of your various USB 2.0 connectors, just like this. I've taken out the hard drives. I've got a 1TB Seagate Barracuda here, as well as a 1TB WD Green here as well. Alright, so we've taken all the components out of the NZXT PC case. I've put everything back together, the side panels are back on, everything's back on. We're going to be saying goodbye to the NZXT PC case for now. I think I will be bringing it back though in the next few months, as I do want to do like an NZXT themed build, get like some NZXT Air 2 fans, like those RGB NZXT fans, put them in the PC case and stuff, sync them up with the rest of the NZXT Hue software, and I think it should look pretty cool. So we'll do that probably in the next few months when I get my hands on some NZXT fans. But for now, let's go ahead and build in the Max Chroma PC case. Alright, so I've taken off the back panel of the PC case, and turns out the little RGB hub that comes with the PC, this has magnets on the back, so it can kind of snap onto like any part of the PC case really, like wherever's more convenient for you in terms of cable management, I guess. So that's a pretty nice feature there. And I believe this PC case also comes with an infrared controller to control all the RGB effects via a remote. So I've taken off the 2 hard drive bays now, but it's not in there, so I think we have to take off the tempered glass side panel and find the controller in there. Alright, so we've got a little pouch here. There we have the infrared controller in here. Alright, cool. Let's take that out. Alright, so as with all PC cases really, you will get a ton of screws and you can get a few zip ties with this one as well. So we've got the infrared controller in here. We'll power it all up, make sure everything works before we actually build the PC. We've got a bunch of long screws here for radiator mounting, I suppose. Very, very nice. Apart from that, we've got a bag of screws here for motherboard mounts and stuff, so that's going to be handy. And then we've got the infrared controller. We've got power, speed, auto. We've got different modes. Apparently there's 50 different color modes to choose from. I've just noticed as well that this is a radio frequency controller, not an infrared controller. Oh, that's so much better. Alright, so here's the back of the PC case, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bunch of these Velcro cable ties all over this PC case just to make cable management a lot easier when we actually put all the components inside. Before we actually do the full PC build, I do want to make sure that the power supply works. We're going to power it up, make sure it actually works first before we actually do the full PC build. Unfortunately, the power supply didn't come with its own power cable, so what I'll do is I'll just plug it into an existing power cable that's like in the corner of my room here. The real question is, will it boot? Alright, so let's do a test whether the power supply actually works. Let's turn the power on first. So the power is now on. Let's quickly turn the power supply on. There we go. Motherboard's on, power supply's on. It should boot up on one of the monitors. Damn, look at that, guys. Freaking RGB fan. Alright, let's mess around with the actual RGB effects. We have this. Okay. Like a breathing mode in between colors. Cool, cool, cool. Also, I think there's another RGB. Okay, so the GameX thing there also lights up. Nice. So you can mess around with all these effects and stuff. The red one looks pretty cool. Okay. So we've got all these effects. Cool, cool, cool. It all works by those things. I've got no boot drive, that is correct. I've not plugged in SSDs or anything. But yeah, it's all working quite well. Nice. We can now power it off and actually build inside of the PC case. Let's do this. Right, so I've encountered a problem. So my original plan of this PC case was to take all 3 of my SSDs, and it says SSD, SSD, SSD. So I thought like, right, I can mount them like this. So I can show off like the little Samsung logo there. I can have all 3 SSDs just sitting right there, looking all cool. But as the SATA connectors and the SATA power is on this side, there's no way I can actually connect anything to the SSD if I place them here. Unless, of course, I place them upside down. But then, you know, that kind of looks really weird because the Samsung logo is then upside down. So my solution here, I guess, is maybe get like some covers for the SSDs and see if that kind of fixes it. But yeah, that's kind of annoying. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and actually install the power supply. As I did check earlier, it does work. It booted up to the BIOS just fine. So everything should be okay.